Okay, well, I guess I need to take some time to explain my pieces and I guess just how it pertains to the class and to this final. For my last paper, no, it wasn't the last paper, but one of the papers in the literacy section of the class, it was the literacy story, and mine was about musical literacy and how I gained that literacy and a few stories to go along with that. And I guess to start, to introduce myself, I am currently a dual music education major in both vocal studies and instrumental studies with an emphasis on trumpet. And yeah, I guess the paper was just talking, like I said, just about how I went about gaining musical literacy. So for this assignment, I kind of just wanted to show, like, I guess, where that musical literacy has gone to. As far as, like, what I'm studying in school, obviously it's a little more on the classical side and educationally focused, not so much pop style, but I think I use this kind of music just to kind of write for fun, to kind of let it out, I guess, in a way, let myself express some of the music that I'm capable of in a way that I don't normally get to. So I guess with this, I didn't write anything about guitar in the paper, but I did mention piano. It was my first instrument. Don't get to spend as much time playing it now, just because I'm doing more stuff with trumpet and focusing more on vocal studies as well. But still retained it and still enjoy playing it in my free time whenever I get some. So that's the one. And then I didn't really talk about guitar in the paper, but that's something I picked up in middle school, and I guess you could say that pertains to my musical literacy, just because as I've learned more about music, it's become easier for me to just pick up different instruments and get to know and play with different styles of music rather than just focusing on one. So that's been really cool. I guess as far as like how I go about writing music, music-wise, I guess, like for the actual how I write the chords and the notes and rhythms and all that stuff, I think a lot of it is I get kind of something in my head, like I hear, a certain chord or something, or I hear like a little melody going on. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool, and I kind of start with that, and it's usually only a few measures. Kind of go from there. Okay, I like this idea. Now, do I want this to be the chorus or the verse, or do I want how can I lead into this? How can I go out of it? And so it starts with just like one small musical idea, just maybe, one phrase of notes or something. And then I kind of just expand from there. So that's how I kind of go about doing the musical thing. Yeah, and it's a lot more. It doesn't really just like come to me most of the time. A lot of times it's just like I said, one small thing. And then you kind of take what okay, like, I know this works with, if I'm going to use this, if I'm hearing these chords here, like, I know that I can use such and such chord here, or I can use these notes here to lead into it, and this will sound good. So that's, I guess, how I'm playing in my, like, knowledge of music and what I know, is you can take something you hear and then use what you know to kind of support that. So that's how I kind of go about writing the music, and, it's just a long process, obviously. It's not as easy as I made it sound, but you kind of get the gist of it. That's kind of how I go about doing it. As far as like lyrics and stuff, that's actually been what's harder for me. I have a harder time finding words that rhyme and just lyrics that people actually want to listen to, not just stupid whatever. And I guess I just draw on a lot of my life experiences, quote unquote, if you will. I think I use music a lot, especially like my own music that I get to play and I get to make. I think I use it a lot as just like a medium for me to kind of like, I don't know, let out all my feelings or whatever. I think especially with feelings, negative feelings, I think everyone has their kind of way of, dealing with those emotions and controlling them. And for me, I think it's, it's sitting down at a piano or a guitar or whatever, and kind of like playing something out. And maybe it's something I wrote, maybe it's something that a song I already know or something, but that's when I really feel like I'm like channeling those feelings. So I guess that's kind of that was kind of a roundabout way of saying like where I draw the lyrics from, but I think it is a lot of those times when I'm kind of like trying to channel emotions in a somewhat productive way rather than just letting them go to waste. I guess I see a lot of times as an opportunity rather than something that's just kind of happening. So yeah, I think that's how I draw a lot of material for that. And I guess this has been going on long enough, and I've probably already lost your interest. But I guess as far as like where I hope to go with my musical literacy in the future, I'm studying music education right now. So I'm really hoping to be a teacher someday, probably high school or middle school, and either teaching band or choir or both, depending on the size of the school and the size of the music department. I've always, I guess, kind of entertained the idea of being able to, write and sing my own music and have somebody go buy my album someday. But, I'm not really realistically expecting that, and that kind of stuff just obviously doesn't happen, very often. So, if it did, that would be great. And, I'm not really planning on it, so I won't be bothered if it doesn't. But I'm really looking forward to teaching someday, and kind of passing on what music has given to me, which is so much. And I'm, so thankful and so blessed to have these gifts and have just the knowledge that I have about it. And yeah, so it's been really good. And I guess that's everything. So I'll let you go. Thank you for listening to my tunes. I hope you enjoy them. And yeah, I guess I'll talk to you later.